Hello, welcome to the build guide for the Turian soldier. This is kind of like your standard weapons platform class. Does it very well. So this is actually a character that I've been using to kind of just test out different weapons that haven't been very popular. Um, Kind of just like test them out on gold, see what they're capable of when pushed to the max. And it's just an all-around great character. I said in my last video that the Havoc Trooper is a bad class in general. Um, it's because this is like the better option for a turbocharge build. The the Turian soldiers just got an all-around better set of skills. So let's take a look at them. For combat fitness, it's going to be fairly standard here. A lot of the soldier archetype stuff has and like the human infiltrator as well. So taking health and shields in rank 4 because we're not going to be a melee build. In rank 5, we're going to take the regen delay, reduction, and cover, as well as additional damage resistance. So this is going to make it so anytime we're near cover, we're going to be tankier. It's going to make a lot of like sniping or like full auto weapon gunplay very feasible because you're just going to be in cover anyways. We're not going to be necessarily jumping around, but if you want to take this and turn it into a Havoc Trooper, I guess you could. Um, for rank 6, hold the line. Um, when this character is at low health, I always can notice the difference from this because um, you're able to survive a lot at low health, and so this is really nice. Close quarters momentum we're not going to need because we're not a melee build, so pretty standard defensive stuff there in combat fitness. For munitions training, we are going to be a weapons platform, so we're going to want the weapon damage here. We're not going to really we're gonna enjoy using frags, but we're not gonna really need this. So rank 5 melee synergy. Again, we're not a melee build, so don't really need that. Weapon efficiency, though, I'm always a huge fan of this on every class that has access to it. So the reload speed is awesome, the clip size is awesome, spare ammo awesome. Just this is an all-around great talent. And then rank 6, sustained fire versus precision. You can really go either way on this. I spend a lot of respecs just to switch where this skill is because of testing out like different weapons and stuff. So right now I've got sustained fire because I'm using like faster firing weapons and have been testing out full autos. But precision works really great with like semi-autos and snipers. So they're both good choices. They just kind of depend on what weapon you're using. For frag grenade, we are gonna have the option of skipping out on rank 6 and Fortify. So um, this is like completely personal choice. Like you could put these into rank 6 and Fortify if you wanted. I kind of like having just one more grenade basically, and then having a little bit more damage too as well, just to go along with it. But having an extra grenade to put your capacity at 2 instead of 1 is really nice. And then Turbocharge. This would be like the alternative way to build your Havoc Trooper, aside from the video I'd posted. But like I've been kind of telling people, like if you want to do a turbocharge build, this is the character you want to do it on. So let's take a look at turbocharge. For rank 4, the recharge speed is going to be really handy because since our weapons are going to be our main source of damage with this class, we're going to be blowing through ammo pretty quickly. So we're going to want the free reload as often as possible, along with the bonus damage and rate of fire and everything else that comes along with it too. So the duration, like that's just going to extend how long you have the bonus damage because the extra clip size you're already going to go through anyways, and the free reload you only get the first time or like right away. So duration's not going to help with those. Recharge is going to help with everything. So recharge is just all around like objectively better. For rank 5, accuracy and stability, I never find the the difference that they make like from this and from other similar abilities to be worth it. Um, I feel like just with aiming, maybe it's because I'm on a keyboard and mouse. I don't know, I don't play with the controller, so I can't really speak for that. But I never really feel like this makes much of a difference. So the gun damage is definitely the better choice there. And then for rank 6, um, the clip size, like, I've played with it before, like, it's okay, I guess. The rate of fire bonus, along with a little bit more clip size, though, like, I feel like that's better because, say, like, you need to unload all your shots really quickly and then reposition anyways, like, having more in your clip isn't going to matter because you're repositioning, so, like, you could just reload while you reposition if you needed to, so, Supercharge, you're going to get more, like, consistent benefit from, like, regardless of your weapon. I guess maybe like in very specific circumstances with very certain weapons, maybe the even bigger clip size would be worth it. But um, I'm testing out a lot of stuff, and in general, like this is going to be the one that's better for most weapons. So then Fortify, um, I feel like if like you're sniping, maybe you could go for protection here in rank 4, but I like to move around a lot, even though like this character gets bonus defenses and cover. Like I still plan to be moving very frequently, and then just like taking cover when I need to. So I really hate being slowed down, and I feel like mobility for me is mandatory. But again, like if you don't care that much, or if you want to just like turn off Fortify to reposition and then turn it back on when you're in cover or something, like for a sniper build, like I guess like you can have situations where this would be worth it, but for me, I absolutely have to have mobility in order for me to enjoy the class. And then rank 5 shield feedback. I take this because like you have the one passive that's gonna give you increased regen when you're in cover, but you're not always gonna be in cover. So like this kind of makes up for that lack in your defense, so that you can at least have a bit faster recharge outside of being in cover. And I believe it should also stack when you're in cover, so it makes that even faster as well. Um, Power armor I kind of like as well, but like the survivability from shield feedback is pretty useful, and I'd rather stay alive than have a little bit of like debatably useful accuracy and stability. And then if you didn't want to put your points in Frag and you wanted to take rank 6 in Fortify, I'd say either one of these are potential options. If you are using like closer range weapons, definitely go for Explosive Purge, and if you're like sniping, go for Unmoving Defense. So you do have a lot of flexibility with this character. It's pretty hard to build it wrong because like everything you're doing is just increasing your weapon damage. You have a little bit of bonus damage here, so 18% weapon damage, along with the increased clip size, faster reload, additional spare ammo, and then a stacking debuff. So all that stuff boosting your weapon damage, and then turbocharge, using that frequently is just going to give you another 35% gun damage, increased rate of fire, clip size, all that stuff. So makes all weapons hit really hard, and um, like I said, I've been testing out a lot of different stuff, so I actually just did a gameplay video of the Sidewinder. I definitely really like this weapon, so I'm glad I've been testing out stuff. Combatives upgrade means I've mainly been testing like pistols and assault rifles just because this was the first weapons equipment that we got access to. But some other stuff that I've found has been really interesting. So the halberd is a definite contender for worst weapon in the game. This thing absolutely sucks horribly. Um, the sandstorm isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So if you run this with the precision talent for increased headshot damage, and then a targeting mod for increased headshot damage on your booster, and a assault rifle amp, um, and as long as you're actually like good at hitting headshots, this thing does actually put out respectable damage. So that was a pleasant little surprise. The sweeper is pretty horrible. The Thokin or whatever is stupidly fun. The projectiles are kind of like unruly, but it's a really fun weapon to use. I actually scored pretty high when I was using that one for a couple rounds. And then I haven't really been messing with these, but I still hate the Cyclone even though some people like it. And the Matic I haven't really been testing yet. And then for pistols, I don't think I've really been doing too much here yet. So Sidewinder was just really fun. Um, Hurricane you could obviously use, and same with like Equalizer. But yeah, it's good with all the weapons, so feel free to use whatever you want. If it's not a pistol or an assault rifle, I guess a Juggernaut Shield or a thermal clip is what you're going to want to use for equipment there. And oh yeah, for boosters, gonna really be dependent on your weapon. So like for the Sidewinder here, I am using a pistol amp and an ammo, but like for certain weapons like snipers and semi-autos, you're gonna want to use like targeting mod. So a lot of stuff can kind of change depending on the weapon you use, but fortunately the character can use any weapon, so you can really make it into what you want. I'm probably gonna be doing some videos with like different weapons so that people can see how they perform in gold. So if there's a weapon that you really want to see that nobody else uses and you want to see a video of it, I guess let me know and I'll try and get it up. So I'll post this in the Sidewinder video first, and I think that's everything. So thanks for watching.